Hello, my beautiful tarot lovers. Thanks for stopping by on my channel. And today I'm preparing the new entertaining tarot reading for you. And the warrant for my tarot reading today is Mr. Justin Baldoni. After my previous reading about Ryan Reynolds, I realized that there is still one thing unexposed, which is what Justin Baldoni thinks about all the harassment and lawsuit situation he's in. Moreover, you commented that you'd want to see the deep tarot reading for Justin Baldoni. And who am I not to do it? Everything's for you, my dearest of the dearest. So my plan for today's reading is, first of all, to give you the main answer of what kind of person he is, to do the deep analysis of his personality. Second of all, I want to see what he really thinks about this blaming on harassment and this lawsuit situation he's in. And in the end, I will do the quick reading for his future. And we will see how this situation will influence his future career and his future in general. And by the way, let me remind you that you can always order your personal tarot reading and receive the answer from the universe on any question that you want. Don't hesitate, feel free. You will find all the links how to connect me in the description under this video. So let's go. Justin Baldoni. What kind of person he is, what's his nature. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. We're going to talk about some money, some material world. All right. What's the nature and personality of Justin Baldoni? What's his nature and personality? Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Cups. Okay, Hierophant on top of all that. So his strong sides of his character, the Temperance, Three of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Okay, his weak sides, Wheel of Fortune, the Strength, and the Tower. Okay. So his relationship with the society. What do people think about him, first of all? The people. Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and a Page of Wands. Okay, so his fears, traumas, and complexes, and the shadow side of his personality. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Swords on top, and the final triplet, the Star, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so what can I say right away just looking at these cards? First of all, we see lots of wands, and we pretty much don't see pentacles. So we can definitely say that this person is not about making money. He's not about money. He's not about the material things. He's mostly about the creations, creating some pieces of art probably for the world, something that people will remember him for. And two aces on the top confirm that. They tell us that we are talking about a very creative, passionate, and ambitious person with a fragile soul who came to this world to communicate with people through his creativity, through those pieces of art, through those work that he creates. But at the same time, Nine of Wands together with the Star tell us that he doesn't use his potential to the fullest. One of his good traits of character is that he can find a good balance in everything he does. Either it's his work or communicating with people, even if he needs to sacrifice some his own interests. But at the same time, he has such a trait of character in him that as any fragile and creative person, he can build something, he can create something for quite a long period of time and then destroy it in a second. Just crash everything in a second. Just because he didn't like one small detail of it, or he thought it's not going to be perfect. So he can easily give this up. But I like his relationship with the society, mostly with the women, because he makes women feel feminine and fragile and beautiful. He has this talent. Just look at the cards. Two of Cups together with the Queen of Cups show us that he loves women and makes them feel special next to him. And he treats them like a gentleman is treating his lady. And we are not talking about, cheating or flirting. No, it's not. It's just in his nature. It's so-called masculinity, I would say. The old-fashioned masculinity, it's when he opens the door in front of a lady, when he, I don't know, makes her feel comfortable, if he has to work with the lady, or if he I'm talking about all the women around him. So he is just like that. But I should say that there were definitely some situations in his life when women confused his good attitude with flirting. And so he found himself in very uncomfortable situations because of that. Probably this is what happened to Blake Lively, that she confused his good attitude, his gentleman-like attitude with flirting, with some likeness, and she misunderstood him. So this was one of the situations that led to some big problems in his life. You know what I mean, guys. I didn't want to say any names here, but here just as an example that we all know about. As for his traumas, fears, and complexes, I want to say that he definitely had some bad experience connected to a woman in his past. There was a woman who he had a very bad and traumatic relationship with. I'm not talking about the relationship, I mean love relationship. It can be his mother, it can be his relative, or just a girlfriend, an abusive girlfriend when he was younger, for example. So he definitely had this traumatic experience in the past that influences his future, because all his fears and complexes are connected with the fear of betrayal, the fear that somebody can stab him in his back when he doesn't expect that. It's weird, but the cards tell me that this person is not about money at all. But as far as I know, he has some business. He manages some company, as far as I know. Please, guys, tell me what you think about it in the comments. But here I see only the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me that he has money, he's not a poor person, and he actually is a rich person. But I don't see in this personality analysis anything that tells me that he is a good manager or he is a good businessman. Nothing at all. I don't understand why. Probably he's making money out of his talent. Why not? Okay, I guess that's all I wanted to tell you about Justin Baldoni's personality. Tell me what you agree or disagree with and what you think about it. And now I want to talk about Blake Lively's lawsuit against him, blaming on harassment. Now let's talk about the harassment accusation from Justin Baldoni's perspective, what he thinks about it and what his family, his friends think about it. Let's talk about this situation in his life. Let's see what we have in the bottom. The Death, the major arcana. I think this situation will totally change his life and his attitude towards some things. Okay, so what was the reason of these accusations? Four of Swords, King of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Page of Wands. The reason. What does he think about this accusation? King of Wands, the World, the Hierophant. What does his wife think about this accusation? His wife. The Empress, the Temperance, and the Sun. Nice cards. What his friends think about it. Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. All right. How will this accusation influence his future? The Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Swords. And what are his plans for the future concerning this accusation? Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Queen of Pentacles. So let's take the final triplet. The final triplet, Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Fool. Okay. First of all, let's talk about the reason of this accusation, a very serious accusation. I see here a definite family crisis. I guess Blake had this family crisis in her life. Four of Swords together with Ten of Cups tell us that there was a stagnation, that family went through a crisis and they didn't know how to get out of this crisis. They didn't see the way out of it. And she didn't find anything better than to start something new. I mean, the new relationship on the side. And she found a very nice King of Cups who was so nice to her and who acted like a gentleman towards her. And she thought that it's probably a good idea. Why not? King of Cups together with the Page of Wands show us the person who is flirting with somebody. But why can we say that Justin wasn't flirty? Because after the deep analysis of his personality, I can definitely say that he wasn't flirting with her. She thought he was flirting, but in reality, this is just the way he was and the way he is. It's a part of his nature. I guess when the situation went too far and she finally got the refusal and the situation didn't go her way, she didn't get what she wanted, she came up with nothing better but to blame him on this terrible crime, I would say. What does he think about this accusation? Well, first of all, he knows that truth is on his side. He didn't do anything wrong. And he knows that this situation will be over sooner or later. And he knows that. So he is waiting for it to be over. And this situation actually taught him many things. He learned a big lesson from this situation. And I like the combination of cards that show the attitude of his wife. Her name is Amelia, if I'm not mistaken, Amelia Baldoni. So she acts like a real wife. We see the Empress here. She stabilizes his emotional state and gives him that comfort zone that he needs at this moment. I think his wife and his children are his comfort zone that he is right now, where he gets peace and has some rest from the cruelty of the outer world. But unfortunately, I can't say the same about his friends. They don't give him the support that he needs and the support that he expects them to give. All they do is just talk about that, but no real actions. So I guess this situation will help him understand who is a real value in his life. And I guess he will just spend more time with his family. He may also have another baby. The Sun and Queen of Pentacles show us about that. In general, this whole situation will bring positive changes into his life. I think he may even reconcile with the opposite side, with Blake Lively and company. It's not going to be the best decision though, but if he's offered to make peace, he will definitely do that, because for him, even the worst peace is much better than the best war. So he will definitely do that. Now let's talk about Justin Baldoni's future, just in general, what's waiting for him in the nearest future. Now let's talk about Justin Baldoni's nearest future. When I talk about the future, I usually talk about the period of 1 year or a year and a half. So let's take this period of time, a year and a half. And we will see what major events are going to happen in his life. The Hierophant, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, Six of Wands, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, the Strength, High Priestess, Nine of Wands, and Seven of Wands. Okay. The Five of Swords on the bottom, it tells us that the guy will be in the state of some kind of war this whole year. He will have to fight for himself. And not only Five of Swords tells us about that, but also the Seven of Wands on top. He will have to fight for himself. And you see the High Priestess, Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant tell us that there will be a lot of fake information in the media about him, and he will have to fight against this. But I see that the woman side, woman part, is much more powerful, it is stronger, and I don't see the trial within this year. It means that either they will make an agreement on this, or he will find more evidence to prove his innocence. I mean, the trial will be postponed for a while. There's nothing really bad that's going to happen in the nearest future, but I really wish he would take care of his emotional stability. At least this is the piece of advice that I would want to give him as a tarot reader. So guys, I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. Please write down in the comments what you think about it. What's your idea of what you agree or disagree with? Subscribe to my channel for more interesting tarot readings, and don't forget about the law of the universe, about exchanging of the energies. I gave you my energy and you give me yours in the form of likes for this video. So be happy and healthy. Take care of yourselves and see you on the next video. Bye. Take care.